Question 20. ABCF is a rectangle. CDEF is a trapezium. BD is a straight line. So all this information here is basically laying out what's in this diagram. So A, B, C, F are the vertices, they're the corners of the shape. So if we join them up, they form a rectangle. C, D, E, F, these points, if I join them up, they form a trapezium. AB is 7 centimetres, it's already on there for you. The line AB is here, and that's measured at 7 centimetres. BD is all the way up from here to here, and that's 9 centimetres. And DE is 3 centimetres. Again, so all this information they've given you is already on the diagram. However, it does say that the perimeter of rectangle ABCF is 24 centimetres. So the perimeter is all the way around the outside, and you add them up. So if this is a rectangle, on rectangles we know that this side and this side are exactly the same. So this is going to be 7 centimetres and that's going to be 7 centimetres. However, we don't know what this measurement is yet, or this measurement here. We know again on rectangles these two sides are the same and these two sides are the same. So if the perimeter is 24 centimetres, that means that 7 add 7 add something must equal 24 centimetres. So if I've got there 7 and 7, that's 14 add something is 24 centimetres. Well, the leftovers between 14 and 24, what would I have to add to get to 24? That would be 10. I'd have to add 10 to make 24 centimetres. But it's not one side, I've actually got two sides, and they must be exactly the same. So for them to be exactly the same, then I've just got to half this 10. So 14 add 5 would give me 24. So the missing gap here is 5 centimetres. So now I know from here to here is 5 centimetres. I can now work out what this gap here is. Now this was really important to find out because this is the height between the two parallel sides on the trapezium, and it's that measurement that's essential in working out the area of a trapezium. So how do I work out that missing gap? Well, the trick is to look at all the vertical lines. So I need from here to here. Well, the full length is 9 centimetres, and from here to here is 5. So the missing gap I'm looking for must be 9 take away 5. That must be 4 centimetres. This line here. So now I know what that is. To work out the area of a trapezium, we've got a little song to help us. It goes, half the sum of the parallel sides times the height between them. That's how you find the area of a trapezium. So half the sum means add, the parallel sides. Parallel means two lines, and its parallel is often shown by these little arrows here. The two lines will never ever meet, so even if I keep drawing, they'll never ever cross over, or they'll never touch. So the parallel sides on a trapezium are these sides here, this side and this side. So the song tells us to half the sum of the parallel sides. So the sum of the parallel sides, we have to add them together. So adding them together, 7 add 3. And then it says half the sum of the parallel sides. So the sum of the parallel sides is 10. Half that is 5. and then it says times the height between them. So the height between the two parallel sides is 4. So with that answer, I'm going to times that by the height between them, which would be 5 times 4 is 20 centimetres. And area is always measured in centimetres, millimetres, metres, whatever unit, squared. So that there is your final answer, because that's the area of the trapezium. So the examiner will give you 1 mark if you have done these sort of calculations to try and find the missing length. So 24, take away 14 and then divided by 2. So anything along these workings. And then if you actually have the missing side here as 5 centimetres, BC is 5 centimetres, they'll give you 1 mark for that. If you have then worked out or have working somewhere along these lines, 7 add 3 divided by 2 and then times 4. So that's the workings out for the area of a trapezium, and then your final answer of 20 centimetres squared will be 1 mark.